of the specific objectives, of each subtopic, of what? Of sequence and series. So sequence and series, and this according to the syllabus, not according to me. Sequence and series according to the syllabus. What does the syllabus ask you to cover? Okay, according to the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania by TAYai. So TAYai, Tanzania Institute of Education, very important authority, and even they ask you to pray for. Okay. So there are a number of specific objectives in each subtopic. I won't mention them. I'll mention maybe one or two. If there are four, I'll mention two. And then two, you have to find in this book yourself. Because I encourage you also to use this book. Because if I mention everything, you won't have use of this book. Right? So that's the great thing that I want to let you know. So make sure that you get some other specific objective in this book. And remember that if you don't have this book, check the description below. You can order it online. Okay. So we hate that in specific objective of each subtopic, as we say that, let's start with, we say that the subtopic is the first subtopic, 5.1. What are the specific objective that has to be achieved when a student has accomplished to learn sequence, or the subtopic of sequence, right? There are four specific objectives, but I would like just to mention two. So let me start with quotation. So in the syllabus, because let me just use the book. In this syllabus, okay? So in this syllabus we have, we say that there's a column for specific objective. For in case of the sequences, this is sequences. So this subtopic we call it sequences in plural. Sequences. So even here we still have S. So it is called the sequences in plural, and series also in plural. Okay. So the first, so you say that according to the syllabus, I quote, the student should be able. Okay, the student should be able to. And then this one, the first specific objective for explain, still making quotation, explain the concept of sequence. So explain the concepts of sequence. Then I go for part B. Then the second specific objective, a student should be able to identify an arithmetic progression, which I will teach you. I have to make sure that you achieve all of this specific objective at the end of this topic. Arithmetic progression, in abbreviations we call it AP, right? Arithmetic progression, and also the student should know about the geometric progression. So geometric progression. So in geometric progression, this is GP, right? So then you have to go to for C. When you have the syllabus, look the specific objective on this subtopic, and also look the fourth specific objective on this subtopic. Okay. So if you do that, allow me to go. This is the end of quotation, end of quote, because you should know that I've made introduction. In case you want to know the thirdly specific objective of the students' learning, or should be achieved by the students' learning sequence, make sure that you get the book. And I have it, so I can order it, or I can ship it to you. 5.2. So the second subtopic is called the series. Also, there are four specific objectives according to the syllabus. Okay. So when I'm saying about specific objective, so this is the way that this is the column where we call it specific objectives. So there are four specific objectives I'd like to make a quote, and I'll mention two, so the rest of the two should have a book. And this the quotation that the student, according to this, the student should be, the form series student should be able to A, so get the first specific objective from the book, the syllabus book. B, let me mention the B, specific objective. B, the student should be able to calculate the arithmetic mean. The arithmetic mean. And then C. So the C, you should get it in, or you should fill this blank after you get the syllabus, or find it in the syllabus book. Then the D, the student should be able to calculate the geometric mean. Okay, geometric mean. So that's the end of quotation. Okay, and hence the specific objective for the third subtopic of sequences and series is called the compound interest. Compound interest. So the uniqueness of this concept, it does have only one specific objective, and I would like just to give you advantage. Let me quote it for you. So the quotation say like this one. We say that the student should be able to. The students, only one specific objective should be able. Student, the Form 3 student or the Form 4 student should be able to calculate compound interest. Calculate compound interest. This is all about financing, very important part of life, of the human life. Interest in using form. And this is all about what investment. You want to invest your money in a particular business, or you want to invest your money at the bank, you should know. So you should use the concepts of mathematics to compute your compounding interest by using formula. So they forgot by here, but I say that I'm quoting, so I have written according to what they've written in the book by using what the formula. So those are, so almost for you to master to finish the topic, the 50th topic of the form series that called the sequences and series, and students should meet these 9 specific objectives. 4 specific objectives for the subtopic of sequence, 4 specific objectives for the subtopics of series, and 1 specific objective for subtopics of compound interest. So from there, then you should be happy that now at least you can solve basic problems by using the basic real life problems by using the concepts of sequences and the series. And especially this part, because we'll be learning about the money, about finance, that which is the components of life, of the human life. Whether you are living in this, whether you are living maybe, or you are wherever, which family you are come from, whether the poor family, the wealth family, you are come from the remote places or in town, you need money. So you should know how to use mathematics in good computations of financial management and even financial leadership. Good. So that's the third components of this introduction. Then I would like to take you into the first components of this introductions or session 1, or the first lecture or the first periods. I use the word session, period, and the lecture interchangeably. Now, after Sir Olenjolai&Nekinyi, your teacher is teaching now, analyze all of those requirements from the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. Then now I brought the topic, the main topic of sequence and series, into the subtopics or into the concepts, not just like a subtopics. We have 30 subtopics. So I took each subtopics and break it down into the simplest concepts. So then that's what I want to present now, and they call this part which the first part, contents of sequences and what and series. I love mathematics. I like mathematics. Even you should have to start love mathematics and like mathematics. Who is watching right now? Okay, so let us go to the business. So now I'm taking you to the last contents, means that you say contents of what? Contents of sequence. This is according to me, who is teaching you. Contents of sequence or sequences and series. So because this is chapter 5, so I will be using 5. So 5, the first content, I will teach you the introduction of sequence, of sequences and series. So what the meanings of the word sequence? What the meanings of the word series? Where are they come from in mathematics? Okay? Because we have very important series in mathematics, and the concepts of series is very important. We have Maclaurin series, we have Taylor series, we have also we have we have Taylor series, we have even some other series. You see, so we have different series in mathematics. See? So we need this. We have arithmetic series, we have geometric series, we have non-arithmetic series. You see, so that's why that this concept is very important. So I will be giving you introductions, the 40 foundations for this topic. The second concept that I will be teaching you, like the last student, second contents, I will be teaching you about the sequence, right? I will be teaching about sequence. What the meanings of sequence? Okay, and then the third subtopic, I'll be teaching about series, or the third concept, I'll be teaching about series. So in introductions, I'll just give you the overview, the general overview of what the meanings of what of sequences and series, just a general, okay, sequences. Then I'll build the foundation, prepare one session for the sequence, which will be the next session after this one. Introductions of sequence and series is this concept that I'm teaching right now. Let me repeat, I say that the concepts of introductions of sequence and series is what I'm teaching you right now. This is introductions of sequence and series. So the next session or the next period or the next lecture is about sequences. Then the third one will be about series. So in each of these concepts, I will make either 1 or 2 sessions for you to understand. And believe me, I want to promise you, it's not just the issue of boasting, but I know what it's in my heart. I want to ensure you that you will understand this concept, whether you like or you don't like, you will understand the arithmetic progression. So the first concept which I have to teach you is now will be achieving the first specific objective that explains the concepts of the sequence. That's the first specific objective, and then the other specific objective are there. Also identifying what is the arithmetic progression and geometric progression. That is all about what arithmetic. So I'll be teaching about arithmetic progression. Say arithmetic progression. Okay. So in music also we have something called progression. So arithmetic progression. So the concepts of progressions is all, and it has been discussed by the Greek or by Latin. We call them Latins or the Greeks and Babylonians and Egyptians about the issue of concepts of progression. Okay? So the first concept I will be teaching you about arithmetic progression. And the fifth concept I'll be teaching you, that is 5.5, I'll be teaching you the end stem of arithmetic progression. The abbreviations of arithmetic progressions is AP. Then end stem. Say end stem. So the end stem of arithmetic progression, because you have the end stem for arithmetic progressions and also you have the end stem of 40 of geometric progression. And then I'll be teaching this how can you find the sum, right? The sum of the end stem. Okay? How can you find the sum of the end stem of arithmetic progression? This is AP, right? The sum of the end stems of arithmetic progression. Again, of the sum of the first end stem of the first. So here we have the word first. First 30 end stem of, Okay, so I think that let me write this sentence properly, because it's very important for you to know when we'll be going through. So remember that when you'll be continuing with these sessions, you'll be marking what concept we have already covered. So I will be teaching how to find the sum of the first, okay, because you have many first nth term of arithmetic progression. That's the 6th concept. The 7th concept, which is 7.5 or 5.7, I'll be teaching you now the concepts of the geometric progression. No, before geometric progressions, I'll be teaching you the concepts of arithmetic mean. So the concept of arithmetic mean, and after covering this concept, we have met the second specific objective in the concepts of, in the subtopic of series, that is calculate arithmetic mean. So I will be teaching you, and we meet this. So each concept meet or contribute on achievement of at least one of the specific objective. Okay, then the 8th concept I'll be teaching you about now. Okay, talked about arithmetic progression. I'll take you now to another types of photo sequences and series, or of the series we call it geometric. Say it with me, geometric progression. Say it again with power, geometric progression. Don't feel shy when you pronounce these terms. I told you should sing the song with chorus and verses with bridge. You see? So geometric progressions, which is in abbreviation called GP. Then the ninth subtopic, I'll teach you how you can find the nth term of geometric progression, not arithmetic progression. Then the 10th subtopic, I'll teach you how to find the sum of the first nth term. First nth term of geometric progression. Then the 11th subtopic that I'll be teaching you, I'll teach you about the geometric mean. How can you find the geometric mean? Which is what? Specific objective number 9. Number 8, calculate the geometric mean. So the geometric mean. What the means of geometric mean, and how can you calculate mathematics? The 12th concept, my beloved students, which will be the second from the last, I'll be teaching you now how can we find the concept, or how can we find the compound interest by using the formula. So compound interest at the next concept. The last concept, which is the 13th concept, I'll be teaching you the problem solving. So we'll be taking some questions from the reference books that I gave you, the questions and answers books that I have mentioned to you, and solve them. This we call the problem solving, and it's common for in each topic that I'll be teaching you at any level. The problem solving in sequences, and series. So if you manage to watch all the videos that I'll be recording on all those 13 concepts, believe me, this is the guarantee I would like to give you, because this is the guarantee that God has given me when I was learning this material for myself. And also, when I was preparing this subject, God has told me in my heart, give my students the guarantee at the end, if they will take each lecture from the first concept to the last concept, the guarantee is you will be a bestie. Means sequences and series will be the best friend of yours and the best concept of yours. You will never forget it, you will remember it, and the good thing that whenever you hear the concept of sequence and series, you will remember me, just like how I remembered you also. Okay, so that's all about the introduction, the first concept that we covered, introductions of 40 of sequences and series. I know more than what I have introduced it to you, but according to your syllabus, that's what I have to introduce it to you. You know I love you so much. I believe when yourself who is watching, you love me so much. Okay, so this is the end. I would like to thank God who have prepared me when I was doing the preparations of this material. I thank God. God is the only one who taught me in details about this concept. It doesn't mean that when I was learning myself, I learned in deep like this, no. But God revealed the secrets of what it has been not announced. I spent much time on reading myself and going through under the guidance of God, so I see His grace. So I thank God also have given me opportunity to present these informations to you before I die. And also thank God who have given you an opportunity to watch this material. And one thing just I want to make just to end this lecture, if you didn't subscribe, please make sure that you subscribe so you get notifications of whenever that we add any video teaching you about any of that concept. So you should be connected. Also, in case that you know somebody who can benefit from this material, don't hesitate yourself to share the link, to share the videos, to share the channel that's called Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School. But also I would like to encourage you that in this channel, at this moment, you will learn for 3 subjects from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 to Form 4. So if this is your first video, congratulations for that, but also spend much of your time to watch videos for other classes and even for other subjects like basic physics and basic chemistry. This is the time for you to master this concept. I tell you the truth that from now onwards, science is not difficult, the science subjects won't be difficult, and the basic mathematics is not a national disease like we used to say in Swahili, that mathematics is a national disease of United Republic of Tanzania. We used to say that in hesabu ni ugonjwa wa taifa. That's not true at all, and I would like just to put a cross on that idea. From today onwards, I want to tell you that mathematics is a beautiful tool to solve real-life problems of our community and even for other community. So thank you very much for watching me, or for watching this video, and for learning, or for being with me from the beginning to the end. I'm very happy because, you know, I was actually kind of pregnant with this stuff. So at least that I've released the first child, so I still have to release the 13 childs in sequences and series. So at least that I've released the first child. So I'm happy for that, but I'm not full happy. Join me in the next sessions or next lecture, next period of sequences when we start breaking down. Don't think that I will be giving you the politics. In mathematics, don't have politics. I'll be introducing concept to you and then we go the problem solving. So that's what I want to promise you. So thank you very much for watching me. Join me in the next lecture. I would like to pray for, I used to pray for you, and please I ask you also to pray for me. Thank you very much. May God bless you and may God be with you every time. See you in the next lecture. This is Olenjolai&Nekinyi, who is bringing the secrets of mathematics at your home place or at any times, at wherever you are at any time. Thank you very much. See you in the next lecture.